Myself Vishwajit Kanando. I am a master's first year student studying in Central University of Punjab, and today my topic is respiratory volume, and I am going to describe shortly about that. Okay, first of all, respiration. Respiration is the process of inhalation and exhalation of the air from our lungs to the atmosphere and from the atmosphere into our lungs. Okay, so our lungs has some capacity. Okay, it has some volume to have that. So for that, what will happen? The exchange of the oxygen and carbon dioxide goes on. Okay, so for the respiratory volume, there are certain terms that are the tidal volume. Okay, we'll know about that. So we will know about the respiratory volumes by a graph, by simply a graph. What do we do in respiration? We inspire oxygen, we inspire the air inside our body and expire. So the inspiration and expiration goes in a very normal way. When we do normal inspiration, then the graph is going like this, and when we are doing the normal expiration, then the graph goes like this. Okay, so this graph, this is denoted here. This is the tidal volume. Okay, the tidal volume. This is the tidal volume, means the normal inspiration. Okay, the normal inspiration that we do. So our lungs has the capacity of 500 ml per one breath. Okay, so per one breath we inspire 500 ml of air inside our body. Okay, this 500 ml is for one time. So in 1 minute we breathe 12 times. So according to that, in 1 minute we will inhale 6000 ml, because we will do like this simply mathematics. 12 into 500. Okay, this is 6000 ml that we are inspiring inside our body. Okay, so this is the tidal volume. After tidal volume, we have the capacity to inspire more. I am doing respiration like this. This is the normal inspiration and expiration. When I want to inspire more, then what happens? Our diaphragm goes straight and the rib cage expands, the external intercostal muscle is working here, and when it is expanding, then our lungs capacity is increasing, for which we are inspiring more and more. So after the normal inspiration, okay, the amount of air that we are inspiring forcefully, this is called the normal, this is called the inspiratory reserve volume. Okay, this is the inspiratory reserve volume. So inspiratory reserve volume. What is this? This is the capacity, okay, to inspire after normal inspiration. Okay, after okay, we can do IRV, means the inspiratory reserve volume. So our lungs has the capacity to take the air after normal inspiration. So our lungs has the capacity also to exhale the air that is present inside our lungs after normal expiration also. So this is the IRV. The IRV. After normal expiration, okay, the amount of air that we are exhaling more, that is known as the ERV. ERV. This is the expiratory reserve volume. What is this? This is the capacity of the lungs to expire air after normal expiration. Okay, after normal expiration, the amount of the gas, the air that is moving outside from our lungs to outside the environment, that is known as the expiratory reserve volume. And our lungs, after that expiration, has some reserve volume. Okay, some amount of gas that remains, some amount of air that remains inside our lungs after the forceful expiration, that is known as the reserve volume. And the reserve volume is important in our lungs to prevent from collapsing. Okay, if we will expel all the air from our lungs to outside, then our lungs will collapse. To prevent that collapse, the reserve volume is present, and this cannot be expelled outside. Okay, this all the about the tidal volume, about IRV, about ERV, all these things will be measured by the instrument that is spirometer. Through spirometer, we will measure these values, but the reserve volume that is present in our body, this cannot be measured by a spirometer, because this air is inside our lungs, and we can only measure the amount of air that will be coming in or going outside from our lungs. Okay, so RV we cannot measure. Here we know that this is 6000 ml that is present. This IRV is up to 2500 ml, and this ERV, the expiratory reserve volume that is coming outside of our lungs, that is around 10,000 to 1100, and the RV that is present, that is from 1100 to 1200 ml. Okay, this amount of air is getting inside or coming outside from our lungs to maintain the respiration, and from this, okay, after that we will learn about the inspiratory capacity. Okay, what will be the inspiratory capacity? Inspiratory capacity. What is inspiratory capacity? Our after normal expiration. Okay. After normal expiration, we will see the graph. This after normal expiration. Okay, we are doing expiration. After normal expiration, here after normal expiration, the amount of air that we can inspire, okay, that is known as the inspiratory capacity of our lungs. Why it is we are measuring this? Because we are telling na inspiratory capacity. Capacity means the ability of our lungs to hold the air, and inspiratory means we are normal inspiring. After that, we will forcefully also inspiring. So we will include the both. So after forceful expiration, the amount of air that we are inspiring, this part, okay, this part, this is known as the inspiratory capacity. Okay, inspiratory capacity. This is the inspiratory capacity, and after that, the term will come inspiratory capacity. Then I got expiratory capacity. This, what is this? After normal inspiration, the amount of air that we can expire outside, that is known as the expiratory capacity. Okay, so what will you know? After normal inspiration, so after normal inspiration means this part, we are inspiring up to this. After normal expiration, the amount of gas that is coming outside, including the expiratory reserve volume, that is known as the expiratory capacity. So from this we can derive IC means inspiratory capacity. We can write it like tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. Okay, why? Because from the graph we will know why we are telling like this. This is the tidal volume. Okay, this is the tidal volume. This is the inspiratory reserve volume. After forceful expiration, we are inhaling this. So this is the tidal volume plus IRV. We are getting the inspiratory capacity. So expiratory capacity, what it will be after normal inspiration. So we are inspiring normally like this. After that, we are expiring forcefully with tidal volume. The tidal volume is coming after, and with it the expiratory reserve volume is also coming. So we are giving the term EC. It will be tidal volume plus ERV. Okay. Then the our lungs capacity, total lung capacity. Okay. What is the total lung capacity? The ability of a lung to hold the air, total amount of air, means the tidal volume, the expiratory reserve volume, inspiratory reserve volume and the expiratory reserve volume, both. These will known as the total lung capacity, because our lung has the capacity to hold the air and also to remove the air. So in this, what will come? The tidal volume will come. then the inspiratory reserve value will come, plus the expiratory reserve value will come, and also the residual volume that is present. Okay, the residual volume, it will total come inside the TLC. Means the total lung capacity. This is the total lung capacity of our body. We can hold this amount of air, that is 6000.